Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so today I did get my Tribit Stormbox Blast 2. Now I did get this yesterday, I believe, is when it showed up. But I've been super busy with work, so I haven't been able to unbox it or do anything like that yet. But I'm really excited. Finally showed up. So I think I paid about $210 or so. But normally they're $300, so basically around the same price as the W King X20, although that is normally on sale, so you can get it around the 200 to 240 mark. As well as like the Hope Star A65, which is 300. And I got mine for 180. It does have sales here and there, but typically you're getting a $20 off coupon, so it's like 280 right now. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and see. I'm super excited about this. I love the first generation Tribit Stormbox Blast. Some people did have problems with certain frequencies and different problems, but all speakers are going to have problems. None of them are really perfect, but I am curious to see. So this does have the same exact setup as the JBL Boombox 3. It's got the subwoofer, racetrack, and the two mids, the two tweeters, and I think it's the exact same speakers. So whereas the X20 has bigger mids, but the same subwoofer and tweeters as the JBL Boombox 3, this one has the same size mids, I believe, and everything else. So basically the same setup as the rest of these. It's the three-way design. The Tronsmart also is a three-way design, but it is two 4-inch woofers instead of one racetrack woofer. And the Hope Star has also the three-way design, but has two 4.75-inch woofers instead of one racetrack woofer. So anyways, this does say 200 watts, explosive power, customized lights. And I did notice the lights don't have the little crosses in between, like the little spaces in between. So I think that will help it look a little less cheap than the first model. Unstoppable 30 hours of playtime, but I'm assuming that is at 50%. Without bass boost on and without lights, so not a lot of people necessarily are going to be using it that way, but the fact that you can get that amount of time is great. Let's go ahead and see. So we got tri-amplifier, 2.1, 5 drivers, X-Bass, Tribit app, and then Bluetooth 5.4. So I think that's the only speaker I have that's 5.4. And then anything on the back? No. In the box, we got our charging cable user manual, Stormbox Blast 2, the speaker. All right, let's get this thing open and see. All right, so sorry, I should have cut this before. Oops. Well, good thing I don't keep boxes, except for when I do fires outside. Alright, so let's take this out. Let's see what we got going on here. So inside, we do have our... So it's a DC charger, which is alright. I do believe you can also charge it with USB-C, but from what I heard, it's like only 10 watt or something, so that's going to take forever to charge. But DC charger is not bad. A lot of speakers do have the DC charger. Then we got our manual. Everything is very yellow. I don't know why they went with yellow, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. Let's pull this baby out. All right. Now, this thing is a beast. It looks actually really good. It does look a little bit better, a little bit more top of the line compared to the Stormblast 1. Excuse me, sorry. So we've got our power button, Bluetooth, your volume up and down, your multi button, your X-Bass button, lights. Now this one is quite a bit heavier. It's very heavy. Got some good passives. Wow, those don't have, like, those are super easy to push in and out. Not very firm, but that's okay. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. On the back, we've got our AC power adapt in. We've got our mic 1 and 2, so this is Definitely a karaoke style speaker. Aux in, which is great. I'm glad that they kept that. A lot of speakers are starting to not for some reason, but this has a ton of different stuff. And then it does have a 5-volt, 2-amp input, so I'm guessing it is probably only 10-watt charging. Not the greatest, not the worst. And then it's got your out, so you can plug something in to charge your phones and stuff, I believe. Nice, good flap there. But all in all, it definitely looks great for $200. Like, not a bad speaker. I'm really excited. I've seen some other reviews and stuff so far, so I'm a little nervous. It might not be as good as everyone was hoping, but I do think it's still going to be awesome. And I think it's going to definitely be a step up from the original. But let's go ahead and see if we got some power. Beautiful. We do have power, different tone setup, and all of that, but it looks good. It actually looks really good, so I'm loving that so far. Anyways, meet me back here in 1 sec. Let's get some music going. Let's see what this sounds like. And yeah, let's go. Alright guys, I've got it all hooked up, so let's see what this thing sounds like. I'm really excited. Now, I do believe, I think Xbase, okay, it is not on right now, and I have not downloaded the app, so I will do that, and I'm going to customize my own EQ to make it sound as good as I can possibly make it, so that I think it can compete really well with some of these other speakers. But let's go ahead, see what we got here. So we'll start it off at about 50%. And this is with Xbase off.
I tried to touch the skates this time. 2021. Gotta show them I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending on the back, and here I go again.
Good bass.
Chirp, not a camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on.
Turn it up
Why
just
you
a
acting
little.
different when the camera's on? Why you acting
70%?
different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad to
Try
wishing you
Xbase.
can say nah. My city gritty, you can get here any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my friendly way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I've been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they burn me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change.
Let's try the lights.
Money in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got $1 for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if
Okay,
you
so it
don't
only
take
has
it
3
easy.
light modes.
Wifey want me, told me take a break.
Sounds
I
good
keep
though.
going to the paper street. Then it's trips, I tell Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before,
Turn it
I'm
up
a
a little.
101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Phone to keep the funds, money made me come. Diamonds on your neck, that they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock it tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make
Alright guys, let's go ahead and try something else with some good bass. So Xbase is still on. I'm gonna flip it off and on a couple times through this song. And we're at about 80%.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? Right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hate applying my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. I dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding, dotted line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably dollar sign. Got the energy to win in my I'm feeling great. Got a day with destiny, focusing on my fate. I don't give a fuck what you rapping, you been a fake. I'm everything that they ain't, it can't be, it won't be. All I can't go, I won't leave. Coming from the block with plain clothes and police. Straight up to the top with bankrolls and rollies. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 50 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Okay.
Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me.
One more song, full blast. Let's see how we do. X bass on.
You will never understand what I went through. You never were a good listener. A good listener. You will never understand what you put me through. And you never be a good lover. A good lover. At first I believed I was a lucky one, but I was just fooling myself. Fooling myself.
Alright guys, so I think that gives us a good idea of what this thing is sounding like, capable of. This is straight out of the box. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. This thing does sound really good. It's got a good amount of bass. It doesn't sound like the lowest bass like you're gonna get with the X20 and the Boombox 3, but it does sound like it's hitting plenty low, easily down to the 40s. It is a lot of mid bass. There is some low bass. It's got a lot of bass. As I heard in some of the other reviews that I saw, it does sound slightly muddy. Now, I actually think X bass mode off sounds better than with it on. It clears up that muddiness quite a lot. It's got a lot of sparkle. It's very clear. And with it, the X bass off, you're still getting a lot of bass from it. This thing is definitely pumping out a lot of bass. So if you're just needing that bass, that is definitely a way to go. I think it sounds pretty dang good, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna EQ it real quick in the next hour or so. Try to get a really good EQ to really pull this thing and give us everything it's got, so I can put it up against the X20, which I also have EQ'd. My EQs are on the community channel. The community board on the channel. So if you're looking at wanting it to sound how I have it, then I will always keep you informed on that. But all in all, great speaker, very well worth the $210. I would even go as far as to say if it was $300, I would pay that for it. So the Boombox 3 and the Sony Oldfield 7 and all of that are generally more in the $500 area. Now they do have coupons and stuff like that, and I think the Boombox 3 is down to about $350 now. But this and the X20, I would still pay the $300 for, and honestly, same thing with my Hopestar A65. So I'm gonna put these all up against each other. All in all, the Tribit does sound good. Now here's my only qualms that I have is, like I said, it does sound a little muddy. So hopefully we can EQ that and get it sounding really good. And then the other thing is it's not as loud as I thought it was gonna be. So I thought this was gonna be as loud as like the W King X20 and stuff like that. It's definitely probably Boombox 3 loudness or a little under, like kind of around the same as the original Tribit and like the DB Source F29 Max and some of those speakers. So interesting. I did think it was going to be a little louder, especially for being a karaoke and outdoors kind of a speaker vibe that you're getting from it. But anyways, definitely worth the money. I'm really enjoying it so far in the little bit of time I've been able to listen to it. Let me break it in a little bit. I'm going to mess around with an EQ and see if I can get it a little bit better. But I'm also, if I put it up against these speakers right now without doing my own EQ, what would you guys rather me do it with? Do you want me to do it with X bass on or X bass off? Both of them at max volume, I want to say have about the same amount of bass. X bass though, you're getting more bass at lower volumes, but it does muddy it up a little bit. So let me know in the comments down below real quick, and I will try to EQ it real fast. Let me upload this for you guys so you can get a good, quick nice look at what this thing is, but it's pretty sick. I really love it so far. It is well worth the money. It's right up there with the Boombox 3, the X20, the Hope Star, Tronsmart Bang Max, all of these, and it does have a good clarity. It does have a good sound. There is definitely the Tribit sound signature, but it is different. Definitely went for more of a, I don't know, X20 kind of tuning almost, but even that one I did have to equalize myself to really make it sound better, and they also did come out with a firmware update for that. That did actually help, especially in the bass boost mode, to make it sound better. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and let's get down to some battles.